Let's talk about what happens during the ChiroRevenue agency process. And why is it ChiroRevenue? Because we want to drive revenue. There's so many different complex components, technology, tools, weird things that have to happen in the world of digital marketing that I want to simplify that for you. The most important thing in being able to drive new patients is coming through the website. This has been and will always be the case, and thus the best way to drive traffic through the website is through Google. And initially, the Google Local 3-pack, meaning organic search results, is how we're going to get most people to the website. But because this process takes a few months, which is what people call SEO, then we have to be able to do the paid side, which is called Google Ads, which is renting the keywords. So when someone types in chiropractor near me, or back pain, or migraine, then we're making sure that we're showing up in those search results. You're going to see some of the reports that we run to diagnose how we're doing with Google and everything that we need to be able to rank long-term to get traffic to the website, which then drives a conversation, meaning a text message, someone filling out a form, someone calling, and that appointment results in revenue. So all of this will go through the website in a particular way. Now, even though we know that Google is the long-term view, we've got to create enough content that we can then turn this into content that Google can see. So you might be posting things already, like 1-minute videos, which will then point to the website or generate traffic, which will help us rank in Google. But more often than not, you're creating content that you're collecting on someone's phone, or you were getting some great reviews on Yelp. Or maybe you made a video on Facebook, but it was your public figure page or your business page and people flat out didn't see it. What happens with our program is we will take that content that you've made and we will turn it into cross-posted content. So maybe we start with Facebook and then our team will handle this for you and post it to Instagram, we'll post it to LinkedIn, we'll post it to Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, all these other places, because these will then, and same thing with blog posts, all of these will then drive more signal into your website. You'll hear a lot of people say that they do SEO and they'll offer different technical services like build landing pages or tweet for you as a social media management service. None of that means anything unless we can demonstrate that it drives more traffic to the website and then take website traffic and convert it into revenue. So we're trying to bridge this entire span and give you reporting so that you can log in and see exactly what's going on so that we can drive traffic and drive conversion. Now let's talk about what happens step by step when you are a ChiroRevenue customer. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to establish digital plumbing. Digital plumbing is to be able to track everything that's occurring across all your properties. That includes even your email sequences, reactivation campaigns through text campaigns, all the tracking on your website where we're using Google Tag Manager. There's different kinds of tracking that we track what's going on Facebook and social media and whatnot. We're going to track everything because we want to see of the marketing efforts that we apply, largely from your content, how does that translate into customers? You'll often see people engage on initiatives that drive a lot of social media traffic, for example, but it doesn't drive conversion. For example, you might post cat photos and it gets a lot of likes on Instagram or Twitter, but it doesn't drive new customers. We're going to track this all the way through. So stage 1 is digital plumbing. Stage 2, we're going to evaluate your goals and see how is your practice doing now, how much revenue did you do last year, how much revenue do we want to do this coming year, and figure out, is it your number of patients? Is it your average revenue per patient, right? We're going to look at the different goals here to see where the particular constrictions are to be able to drive revenue down here. The most important thing is for you, which is what we need from you, is content. So over here, we are asking you, and we will help you create your 3x3 video grid. 9 videos, which you've already heard about why, how, and what. 3 videos so that people understand who you are, understand the expertise and knowledge that you have, which is how, explaining what is causing lower back pain, how do I sleep better at night, and then the what. I'm Dr. Drew, and here's my phone number, come in and call me. Or here is a video that I made for you on how do you overcome headaches, or how do you lose weight quickly, or whatever the issues are, right? And contact me, here's a form, here's my phone number, book an appointment, we have a new patient special. So when you go through why, how, and what, and you're making a series of these 1-minute videos, we will convert these into different pieces of content that then turn into blog posts, that then generate feedback from existing customers, that will then generate community engagement, which we're able to distribute across all of these social channels, and including showing a great signal to the search engine. This is our long-term strategy to be able to rank inside Google. And as a former search engine engineer, I can tell you that these are the signals that I'm looking for, instead of people that are trying to trick me because they have A1 garage door repair and they call themselves AAA plumbing, this kind of thing. This is a long-term program where we're driving more and more traffic. So what you'll see happen over the first 3 months is, initially, maybe you're not getting that much traffic from Google because we're not ranking on keywords related to the conditions that you treat, or maybe even on your name. But as we start to get more content here, distribute it on all these other channels, start to buy the keywords so that we can test which keywords are worthwhile. The average cost per click for Chiro terms is about $5 a click, which is actually not a lot when we can convert that to patients and we can track it all the way through. But some of those terms are going to be worth $10, and some of them are not even worth it at $1. Some of these pieces of content we can distribute on YouTube. And when someone watches a 20-minute video, for example, of you explaining how you do an adjustment, or how one leg is shorter than the other, or decompression, then they're going to build that relationship with you that's going to then drive conversions and conversations. So our digital marketing strategy is not about technology, it's about doing things that amplify what patients are already saying, the goodwill that you have with happy customers, and all of that content. For example, when they're a happy customer, all of that is going to recycle back into editing. So let's summarize, what does this mean for you? Us as your agency, we're going to handle everything that we can possibly do short of making your videos. We'll edit your videos, we'll give you advice on your videos, we'll look at your videos, we may even get on a Zoom call together and go through your videos. If we're in the same town or at a conference, we'll make videos together. The key is we need you to make videos and also give us access. And then we will handle everything else. We will tell you how we are performing from a business standpoint. Now, in terms of cost, it's $2,000 a month, and we expect that the setup and testing period will take about 6 weeks, because there's a lot of things that we have to set up. There's some training, there's onboarding, maybe there's other people in your office that we have to onboard, like a front office manager or your CA who's helping collect the different kinds of videos that we need. And every month we want to collect another set of 3x3s. And as we start to spend money using the dollar a day technique across all these different channels, you're going to find that maybe we're spending initially $15 or $20 a day, but because it's driving new patients, we're jacking it up to $30 a day, $40 a day, $50 a day. Our expectation is, after this initial period for a couple months, and let's just say, for example, maybe on average, as this is increasing, maybe it's $1,500 a month. After a couple months, we'll be generating so much traffic here and new patients that in effect, you're getting our agency services for free. Because that money that you are making, that extra income, is what you're putting back into our services for our people to be able to do what we do over here and be able to pay for Google and Facebook. So after 3 months, we expect that the services should be free for you because we are successful in measuring and driving here. That's why you're starting to see the work that we're doing integrating with Katana, for example, and other EHRs, because we want to be able to tie the revenue all the way back to the spend and the different efforts that we have. We believe that this is the only transparent model that is the right way for chiropractors to be able to do their digital marketing, because it helps you focus on what you're about, on how you care for your patients, and allows the technology, these other components and tools to be handled by us. If you have any questions, we would love to hear from you, and we're looking forward to working with you.